Hello Year 11, welcome to your answers for week 2 of your Literature Recall Challenge. So, who was speaking in A Christmas Carol? Another idol has displaced me. It was of course Belle, when she ended her relationship with Scrooge. What shall I put you down for were the charity collectors in stave 1 when they were asking Scrooge for his Christmas donation. And God bless us everyone was of course the delightful Tiny Tim. The mistakes you had to find and fix in an Inspector Calls were the girls did not want to be paid 22 and 6, that was what they were already being paid. They wanted to be paid a full 25 shillings. Mr. Burling's quotation, as if we're all mixed up together like bees in a hive community and all that silliness. The word silliness needed to replace with the word nonsense. And Mrs. Burling didn't help Eva Smith when she arrived at her charity. She turned her away, and if you remember, it's because she looked down on her and she didn't think she was worthy of the help, and as well because she misused the name Mrs. Burling. She didn't like that. The play is not set in Victorian England, it's set in Edwardian England. And two characters see a photograph of Eva. If you remember, all the characters see a photograph, but not, sorry for the typo, not necessarily they see the same one. So there's often a discussion about whether or not it's the same woman, and the whole supernatural element of the inspector. Is he trying to suggest that there isn't just one woman who they all had an interaction with? Okay, so 3 adjectives you could have used to describe Romeo. Of course, there are many, so I've given you a number that you could have chosen from. You need to decide whether or not your adjectives match the ones that I have given you. I had some suggestions such as melancholy, romantic, poetic, particularly at the beginning when he's among the sycamores thinking about Rosaline. He's also loyal but impulsive and vengeful when he kills Tybalt for murdering his friend Mercutio. He's also irrational yet well respected, if you remember when Lord Capulet allows him into his ball for being a well-governed youth. Birds associated with play. There's lots of bird imagery in the play, and they all are metaphors for many things, such as doves, crows and swans at the beginning, the lark and the nightingale when Romeo is about to be banished to Mantua. And we have some nice imagery of a wanton bird, which is a bird that a girl would keep on a piece of string, and a falconer that would lure his falcon back with a piece of meat. Then we have characters who die in the play but not Romeo and Juliet. Of course we have Tybalt and Mercutio, but you may have remembered that Lady Montague is described as having died by Lord Montague through grief of Romeo being banished out of Verona. And then adjectives to describe the nurse, we've got sincere, affectionate, loyal, maternal and supportive. She's also warm and very bawdy, which is that kind of rude, coarse kind of humour that the nurse uses. So well done if you got any of those. If there are any parts of those answers that you found quite difficult, then those can be some targets for your revision, to go back over any YouTube videos or look back through your book at your notes and focus your area of revision on those places. Well done. The questions for week 3 are coming up.